Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Travolutions. I hope you all are doing good. So it's a new weekend again and we are heading to a new destination. So today's destination is going to be Tala-kādu. Tala-kādu is a deserted island near Mandya and it's on the banks of river Kaveri. So from Bangalore it is about 134 kilometers and we chose to take the Kanakpura road, which is more scenic compared to the other one, which is the Mysore road, Bangalore-Mysore Express Highway. So this route gives you a lot of scenic views, mountains. So it is about 134 kilometers and is going to take about 2.5 hours for us to reach the destination. So this place was ruled by Gangas between 350 to 1050 AD until they were thrown over by the Cholas in 11th century. Tala-kādu came under the Hoysala Empire in 12th century later. The temples here are said to be submerged in sand. Among the temples of Tala-kādu, the 5 lingams or the Panchalinga darshana that happens here is believed to represent the 5 faces of Shiva from the Panchapati, which is also famous here. So the 5 names that come across or that you're going to see today would be the Pataleshwara, Maruleshwara, Arkeshwara, Vaidyanatheshwara and Mallikarjuna. Among Panchalinga Darshana is held once in 12 years. Alright, so that's already more than 2.5 hours of journey, and there we can see the destination, the first destination for the day, Tala-kādu, and that's some parking space available here. So let's get out and explore. So is your temple,
Vaidyanatheshwara temple, main temple.
So we are at the Vaidyanatheshwara temple, which is the main deity of this place.
Vijaya Ganapati, so Daravara Ganapati anta idike ಹೆಸರು. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಈ ಕಡಿವಾಣ ತೆಗೆದಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕಡಿವಾಣ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿವಾಣ ಹಾಕಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕುದುರೆ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಬಾಲ ಸೇಪು ಕಾಲು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಶಿವನ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು ದ್ವಾರಪಾಲಕರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ವಿಷ್ಣು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ದ್ವಾರಪಾಲಕರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜೈ ವಿಜಯ ಶಿವನ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂದಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಳ ಅಂತ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಂದಿ ಆಕಾರ ಇದೆ. ನಂದಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದುವೆ ಆಕಾರ, 2 ಕಣ್ಣು, ಮೂಗು, ಬಾಯಿ,
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಇದು ನಂದಿ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಇದು ನಂದಿ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ನಂದಿ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಕೆಗೆ ರಾಕ್ಷಸ ಕಾಣಿಸಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಕೋರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಅವರ ಶಿವ ಕಾಣಿಸಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಕೋರೆಯಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ದೇಹ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದಿದೆ, ತಲೆ 2 ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದು ಲಿಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹೌದು.
ಇದನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ತನ್ನ ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ಲಿಂಗನ ಶುಚಿಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ನವಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ವೀಣೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಮುಂದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ನವಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ವೀಣೆ ಬಾರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು
ಹೌದು, ನವಿಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ವೀಣೆ ಬಾರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಸರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಪಂಚಲಿಂಗ ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಲಿಂಗನ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಕಿನ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋದು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ವಿಶೇಷ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ತಲೆ ಅದು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, 3 ತಲೆ ಅದು. ದೇಹ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದೇ, ತಲೆ 3 ನೋಡಿ. ಇದೆರಡನ್ನ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದು ಲಿಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹೌದು.
ಇದನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ತನ್ನ ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ಲಿಂಗನ ಶುಚಿಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹೌದು.
ಇದೆರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಇದು ಶತ್ರು ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೇಳ ಸರ್, ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೆಸರು
ಹೇಳಿ
ಸರ್. ಇದು ವೈದ್ಯ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರೋ ತಮ್ಮ ವೈದ್ಯ ತಾವೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಸಿಷ್ಠ ಕುಲದ ಮಹಾ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣರು ಅವರು, ಮಹಾವೇದಾವಿ ಅವರು ಕಾಶಿಯಿಂದ ವಾರಣಾಸಿಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ 100 ಜನ ಶಿಷ್ಯರಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲೇ ಜಿಗುಪ್ಸೆ ಹೊಂದಿ ಶಿವನ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಪಾಸು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಶಿವನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನೀನು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ದಿಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನಗೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಶಿಷ್ಯರೊಳಗೂಡಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದಾರಿಲಿ ಒಂದು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕಾಶಿ ಗಜಾರಣ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆನೆಗಳು ಇಂಟು ಇವರು ಆನೆ ಭಯಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆನೆ 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 ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಆನಾ ಶರೀರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ದಿಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಂಗ ಉದ್ಭವ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ. ಆ ಲಿಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಕರ್ಣದ ಹತ್ರ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಆನೆಗಳು ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಳ್ಳಿನಿಂದ ನೀರು ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಲಿಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಹೂವು ಹಾಕಿ ಪುಷ್ಪ ಹಾಕಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಂತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಶಿವನು ತಲಾ-ಕಾಡು ಅಂತ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಬೇಟೆಗಾರರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಬೇಟೆಗಾರರ ವಿಗ್ರಹ ಮುಂದೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ವೀರಭದ್ರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಹಸು ಸಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಸು ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ಹೋಗಿ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವರು ಆನೆಗಳು ಹೂವು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪುಷ್ಪ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಹಾಲು ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದರು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮನೇಲಿ ಬಂದು ಕರೆದ್ರೆ ರಕ್ತ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬೇಡಿಗೆ ಸಂಶಯ ಬಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲೇನು ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದಾಗ ಅವರು ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಹಸು ಹಿಂಬಾಲಿಸ್ಕೊ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಸು ಹಾಲು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೋ ಋಷಿನೋ ಮಹಾತ್ಮರೋ ಯಾರೋ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸುತ್ತ ಮರ ಗಿಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಾಗ ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ಏಟು ಹೊಡಿತಾರೆ. ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ಏಟು ಹೊಡೆದೇಟು ಶಿವಲಿಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ಶಿವಲಿಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಏಟು 4 ಚಿಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ಯಾರೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪೂರ್ವ, ಪಶ್ಚಿಮ, ಉತ್ತರ, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಅಂತ ಅವೈದೇ ಪಂಚಲಿಂಗ. ಅವಾಗ ಲಿಂಗದಿಂದ ಧಾರಾಕಾರವಾಗಿ ರಕ್ತ ಬರೋದು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇಡ್ರೋ ಮೂರ್ಛೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೂರ್ಛೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಶಿವನು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷನಾಗಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಭಕ್ತರಾದ್ರುವ ನೀವು ಬೇಟೆಗಾರಾಗಿದ್ರಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ದೊರೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ತಲಾ-ಕಾಡು ಅಂತ ನಾಮಕರಣ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಶಿವನೇ ನಾಮಕರಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ತಲಾ-ಕಾಡು ಅಂತ. ಆವಾಗ ನೀವು ರಕ್ತ ಹರಿತಾ ಇರೋದು ಹಾಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕುಡಿದು ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಪಡೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಶಿವನು ಮಾಯ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಮರ ಕಡಿದ್ರಿ ಆ ಮರದ ಬೇರು ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾರ್ದು ಪೆಟ್ಟು ಬಿದ್ದಿರೋ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಪಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ಬ ಬೇಡ್ರ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಎಚ್ಚರಗೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮರದ ಬೇರು ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾರ್ದು ಲಿಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆತ್ತಾರೆ. ತನ್ನ ವೈದ್ಯ ತಾನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ವೈದ್ಯನಾಥ ಹೆಸರು ಅಂತ.
So look at the rings, chain-like structure which is made out of a single stone. So this is the symbol of the Cholas, the architecture of Cholas, the sculpture of the Cholas. So that's what our guide tells us. So most of the Chola architecture is all done in one stone, and that's how they are identified. That was the main temple that we looked at. Now we are heading towards the Veerabadra Swamy Devasthana, which is the second temple. So Tala-kādu, as far as I have read, has about 30 odd temples, and which is famous temples altogether, but most of them have been buried now under the sand. So this entire land here is completely sand, though it's a river bank, but it just looks like a desert. So these are the two hunters that we were talking about. This is Tala, two brothers. This is Tala and this is Kādu. So this entire place is named after these two brothers. So that's how it gets the name called Tala-kādu. So you can look at the whole area, the sand So it is going to be a walk on the sand. So we're feeling as if we're walking on a beach. But this is a river bank and definitely not a beach. So with all the curiosity, how did this sand come on a river bank? I did some research on myself and spoke to a couple of locals when I was here. So one common thing I could find in most of the stories was few things, which was jewels, Alamelamma, and the Tala-kādu curse. So the curse of Tala-kādu dates back to 1600. Tirumala Raja, who was also the representative of Vijayanagara Empire, was placed in Srirangapatna those days. Tirumala Raja got affected with an incurable disease. In those days, there were Vaidyas who actually told him to go and take darshana of Vaidyanatha, who is the main deity at Tala-kādu. It was believed that there was a cure there. So he goes there along with his first wife, while the entire governance of Srirangapatna was left with Queen Alamelamma. As the days passed by, there was a news that the representative Raja Tirumala was very unwell and was about to die. So Queen Alamelamma leaves everything and runs away to see her husband for one last time. So Raja Wadeyar sent his men to capture Queen Alamelamma and get those jewels from her. However, the queen fled with all the jewelry in her possession, and while she was cornered at the edge of river Kaveri, which is also the place next to Tala-kādu, which is called Malangi, it was a difficult choice for her. So she decided death was better than the victory of Raja Wadeyar. She threw all the jewels into the river and jumped to her death, but not before pronouncing a threefold curse upon the region and the Raja Wadeyar. The curse ran like this: Tala-kādu maralagali, Malangi maduvagali, Mysore dorege makkalagade he hogali. Translating to, may Tala-kādu be submerged in sand, may Malangi become a whirlpool, and may the king of Mysore be airless. So this is the Maraleshwara Swamy Devasthana, the Maraleshwara Swamy temple. So at Tala-kādu, as the guide was telling us, all the temples are buried. So if you can look at, every time whenever you visit a temple, you generally climb. But here we're getting down. So look at this.
ಚಕ್ರ ಚೌಡೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು ಇವಳಿಗೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ನೋಡಿ, ತಾಯಿ ಉತ್ತರಾಭಿಮುಖವಾಗಿ ತಾಯಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಲಕಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತರಾಭಿಮುಖವಾಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಇವಳಿಗೆ ದೂರದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ.
This is the Gokarneshwara temple, and it's supposed to be 80 feet deep. We'll go there in a while. So this is the Gokarneshwara Sannidhi, the Gokarneshwara temple. And this Pushkarni here is about 80 feet deep. Neerallinda baradilli. So he says water comes from one side, that corner, the opposite corner, and however you clean this, even if you take out all the water and refill it, it again appears to be green. That's because Tala and Kādu, while treating the plant they had hurt, had actually used some herbs, and color of that herbs has got into this while they washed their hands. That's the belief. So next we are getting into Sri Kirtinarayana temple, Tala-kādu. So this as well was buried, and we were walking somewhere there. You can see the shelter running across. So we came all the way from here. The shelter started here, here, and it kept walking all the way on the sand path, right? And we crossed this small mountain somewhere here, and we entered like this. So this is the actual kalasha on the temple, which was damaged while the excavation was happening. So now they have built a new one there. Trust me, they cannot match the old one. So the stones lying here that you see are all the old ones which have been damaged during the excavation. So what the government or the architecture department has done, they have actually recreated the similar kind of pillars and planks, and they have rebuilt it there. You can see a lot of refurbished kind of stones kept across these temples here. So this is a room which was found during the excavation again. This seems to be the old one. You can look at different kind of bricks here. I don't know, does not look very old, but then the kind of stones and bricks used are totally different. So this got damaged during the excavation process, so they have just kept it half. So look at this, look at the depth that we are in. We are close to about 50 feet deep, and that's the temple for you. Look at the temple here. So this is the old well that has been found during excavation. Even the well was buried. So I just peeped into that. You could see some water. So they say water is still here, but then definitely that's not used, but can be a source of water here. So now we are at the banks. Beda beda saver beda ida tandidivu now. So we are at the bank of Kaveri river, and you can see the water level is too low. Probably at the center people are saying it's about 4-5 feet as of now, but then when it fills, it covers all this area. So there is coracle ride here, which probably will not take. If we change our minds a little later, you will see that in the video. So we just finished Tala-kādu, so visited all the temples here. That was a good walk of 2 kilometers, but walking in sand is super difficult. Probably one of the reasons why curse of this place becoming sand was this, is what I feel, so that it is not so easy to run and catch people in sand. So now we're planning to head to Somadatta, which is again a World Heritage Center. There's a temple, Vishnu temple there, that is to be seen, right? But I'm not sure if everything fits in into one part. So let's see if it fits in one part. You will see it in one part, or you will see Somadatta as a part 2 for this week's travel. If you watched this video till here, do not forget to give a like and a thumbs up. Do share it with your family and friends, and please do subscribe to Travolutions. That motivates me to make more videos and get you more destinations every week. Part 2 of this tour would come in very soon. Until then, it's me, Nikhil, signing off. See you soon.